Yeah, today we'll study about Agni and Costa. Okay, what is the
Yes,
importance
sir.
of Agni and Costa? Uh, so before joining, we'll discuss little bit about. I think around now 31 members joined, so still 30 members need to join. So up to that, anyone can elaborate what you know about Agni. What do you know about?
Basically, 13 types of Agnis, sir.
Yeah.
Bhutagni 5, Dhatvagni 7, and Jatragni 1, sir.
Okay.
And based on Agni, we can classify the costas, Mridhu, Madhyama, Pura Costa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
According to Agni, we'll go for decide Aushadha Matra or the Snehapana Matra.
Okay. Anything added point, Nisarga?
Sir,
Ah,
hello.
want to add anything?
Uh, Sarve api bandagni it is told. Sarvaroga api bandagni.
Sarvarogahi
So we
Mandogno.
can
Reference?
uh,
Yes.
it
Yes.
is important for Pachana karma.
Yes. It's a reference is given in Ashtanga Hridaya Nidhana Sthana 12th chapter shloka number 1. Okay. So without shloka number, you should not be had the shloka. Okay. Then next explain. Hmm.
So it is important for Pachava karma Agni. So we have to assess Agni so that we can, when a patient comes, Agni is most important to prescribe.
Yes. It is most important for the Ayurveda physicians, right? Okay. Cross the Agni. Okay. See, Agni is when you will get a reference right from the Satya Yuga, Veda Adhyayana. Okay. See, first Veda, we all know that it is Rigveda, right? So you will get a lot of references right from the Rigveda. The Rigveda, the first Sukti. The Rigveda is having the chapter numbers called as Sukti, Sukti 1, Sukti 2, like that. Okay. So the first chapter is started with Agnim Namaskrutya. So you will understand the word meaning by saying Agnim Namaskrutya. Means that time, see, I think I will show you some of the things, and you all know that the how the Ashtanga Hridaya started, how the Charaka Samhita started. See, when you see the Ashtanga Hridaya started with Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Saraswati, like that it started. Okay. And when you see the how the Charaka Samhita started, they start three Satvajastamaha Trilokanataya, right? Like that. He prayed the Shiva because the Chakrapani is Shaiva Prana. You will get the importance of Agni. And when come for the Ramayana and Mahabharata, presently is Ramayana is going on. Sorry, Mahabharata Star Plus. You just see the Kandava Vana Dahana is done by the Arjuna, right? So there he will explain that because the Kandava Vana, no one can't enter without the Agni. So Agni, he pray for Agni and he will that apply the Agni Shastra. The importance of Agni Shastra, it digest the all the loha. And there the quotation is given, the Agni has the capacity to digest the all the dhatus, right from Suvarna, Rajata, Loha. You give any dhatu, it will digest it. And not only the dhatu, and even Kama, Krodadi Bhavas, it will digest. That's why when you see the Mahabharata, the Draupadi, she uh, born from the Agni, right? And many people will do the comment on the Draupadi. She married 5 husbands and she is equal to prostitute and all. And when you see the exact quotation is right from Bhagavad Gita and Mahabharata. See, one who born from the Agni and she is called as Parishuddha, completely purified, and she will be given time period for one person to another person, from Bhima to Arjuna, Arjuna to Nakula, like that. So when entering a one person to another person, she used to enter inside the Agni and then come back. So it's the importance of Agni is given many times. See the Parishuddhata, digestion, Okay, or see, that is the importance of Agni. See, when like that is start coming, and when come for the Atharvana Veda, the Upaveda is Ayurveda. See, when you're starting Ayurveda, the first line itself is quoted in Atharvana Veda: Agni Chikitsa hi Kaya Chikitsa. See, Kaya Chikitsa itself is treat the Agni, the simple treatment. It's a very simplest treatment. Treat the Agni, you can treat the disease, right? That's why even here also we are treating. If it is a little Agni Mandya, go with the Shamana Aushadis. Still more little Agni Mandya, go with Upavasadi Karmas. Upavasa or Atapa Sevana, that is more enough. Upavasa Rupilanganas. Or if it is little more Agni Mandya, go for Shamana Aushadis. Or if it is still more Agni Mandya, we'll practice with Panchakarma. That is the only thing. So what all we are doing, all the protocols or a treatment is directly to correct the Agni. So that is the importance of Agni. So now we'll study such important Agni. How to understand the Agni is very much important. Can you see the Samhita? Samhita is visible on your screen.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you can see here Shushruta Samhita Sutrasthana, chapter number 35, Aturopa Kramaniya Adhyaya. Okay. So in this chapter, shloka number 24. Shloka number 24. See this shloka is very important. Yeah. See, sa chaturvido bhavanti doshabhipannah ekah vikriyamana. See, he was given विषमो वातेन तीक्ष्णः पित्तेन मन्दः श्लेष्मणः चतुर्थः सम सर्व सम्यादिति तत्र यो यथाकाल. See, this is how you will define. First one is samadosha. What is samagni? Tatra yo yatakalam upayuktam annam samyak pachati sa samaha. If the given anna, it will digest at proper time. Samyak. Yatakalam upayuktam annam samyak pachati at given time. What is the time for digestion of anna? Anyone knows?
3 hours, sir.
It's not 3 hours. It is 3 hours is the emptying of stomach. I told many times in a class. That's why we're practicing
Yama, sir.
Dvikala Bhojana.
3 Yama, sir.
Yeah, 3 yama it is, right? 3 yama. To digest the food, it is 3 yama. So the given food will digest in a given kala. This is called as samagni. So when you're asking the patient, assessing the agni, you should ask such that. So what you will have and how much time it will take. If it is according to the classics, 3 yama, if it is digesting properly, so he comes under samagni. Right? Samair doshehi yah kadachit samyak pachati. So it will samyak pachati. It does the proper digestion. So digestion within the proper time. Okay. So next one, kadachit admana shula udavarta atisara jatara gaurava antrakuchana pravahikani krutva sa vishamaha. Okay, what is vishamaha? Kadachit admata. Sometimes what it does? It does admata, shula, udavarta, atisara, jatara gaurava. These are the lakshanas. So if you ask the patient, when you are having these such lakshanas, okay, he comes under the vishamagni. Right? He comes under vishamagni. What is vishama? Sometimes it will agni will be increase, sometimes agni will be decrease. Kadatit samyak pachati. Kadachit admana. See that given. Kadachit admana. Kadachit samyak pachati. Right? Kadachit samyak pachati. Kadachit admana. Sometimes it will does its normal function. Sometimes it will immediately change to admana, shula, gaurava, atisara, chatara. You can't understand what is that. Sometimes patients say I will be normal, and in a week, in 2 to 3 days, my agni will be hampered, so I will be having loose stools, I will be having pain in abdomen, I will be having gauravadavena amashaya. Okay, That's a patient. I think Nisarga, you are following that patient from Hanagandi, right? This is a patient of same case. So Vishamagni, sometimes he will be normal, and sometimes he start loose stools and all. Okay, Pravahika. So such case is a Vishamagni. Okay, next, य प्रभूत अप्य उपयुक्तम अन्नम आशु पचति स तीक्ष्णः. See the given anna, if digest ashu very fast, ashu pachati. Ashu means very fast. Ashu pachati sa तीक्ष्णः. That is considered as तीक्ष्ण agni. Okay. Then sa eva अभिवर्धमानो अत्यग्निरित्य भाषते. That is called as अत्यग्नि. Okay. Sa मुहुः मुहुः प्रवृत्तम अपि उपयुक्तम अन्नम आशुतरम पचति. Okay, so the given anna will digest very fast. Ashutara pachati. Okay, pakante cha, after pakante, after digestion, pakante cha gala talva oshta shosha. So there will be symptoms like gala talu oshta shosha. You can see the dryness in these parts, and daha in these parts, and santapa in these parts. Shosha daha santapa janayati. Yes, swalpa अप्युपयुक्तम् उदर गौरव उदर शिरो गौरव कास श्वास प्रसेक छर्दि गात्र सदनानि कृत्वा महता कालेन पचति स मंदः. So manda is called as, so it will take more time for the digestion. Mahata kalena pachati. Mahata kalena pachati. And symptoms will be udara shiro gaurava kasa shwasa praseka, right? Praseka, Chardi, right? You can see these are the symptoms of Manda Agni. So by this you can understand. So all should by heart this one. Even UG and PG. This is an important tool to assess the Agni. So whenever patient approach, you should ask this point first. Is it person belongs to Vishamagni, Samagni, Tikshna Agni, and Mandagni? So based on this, you can practice. So your first practice will be based on Agni. With the patient having the mandagni, what you will do? Next shloka is there. Okay, up to it is clear. Any doubt? And is it
Yes, sir.
is it time fast?
No, sir.
No, it's normal. Na? So here's a given Vishamo Vatajan Rogan Tikshnaha Pitta Nimittajan. So Vishama, when you say the Vishamagni, there will be involvement of Vata dosha. So keep it in mind. So when a patient says, sometimes I will be having proper Agni, sometimes I will be having Manda Agni, sometimes Tikshna, sometimes Manda, sometimes proper. So it means that you should consider him as a Vishamagni, and whenever a patient having the Vishamagni, there will be involvement of Vata dosha. So treat Vata dosha. Rogam Tikshnaha Pitta Nimittashan. If it is Tikshna Agni, okay, concentrate on Pitta dosha. Karotte Agnistata Mando Vikaran Kapha Sambhavan. If it is Manda Agni, it is Kapha Sambhava because of Kapha dosha. So this will understand. So how we can treat? If it is Vishamagni, treat the Vata. If it is Tikshnagni, treat the Pitta. If it is Mandagni, treat the Kapha Sambhava Kapha. That's why we'll go with Sadhyo Vamana and Vamana more, because there will be a Mandagni. Okay, there will be involvement of Kapha. Okay, we'll see next shloka. Yeah, see, this is the treatment. Tatra. What would treatment? Tatra Same Parirakshanam Kurvita. If it is Sama, Parirakshanam Kurvita, how to maintain it. Rakshanam, you have to know the protect the Agni. If it is Vishama, if it is Vishama Agni, remember this one by heart. If it is Vishama Agni, Tikshna Amla Lavanehi Kriya Visheshehi Prakurvita. If you got it is an Vishama Agni, you should treat the Vata, right? Previously I said Vata. So take this Snigdha, it is Vatahara, Lavana is Vatahara, and Amla is Vatahara, right? So mix together and give it to the patient. There will be a Agni Ruddhi and Vata will come down. The simple thing you have to see here. The combination is such a way that you should reduce the Agni and increase the, reduce the Vata and increase the Agni. This is that combination, snigdha amla lavana combination. Okay, and here tikshne, तीक्ष्णे मधुर स्निग्ध शीत विकारश्च एव मेवम् अग्ने विशेषेण महतिश्च क्षीरदधि सर्पिभिः. Okay, this is involvement of pitta. So we all know that uh, in a pitta prakriti person, or already pitta is involved, if you want to increase the agni is very difficult, because already patient having the pitta ruddhi, and with him if you want to increase the agni, there is only few drugs you will get. Right, for example, the patient approach you with the pitta prakopa. Okay, if you want to increase agni with for him, so you will choose chitrakadivati, right? Chitrakadivati already it increase the agni, right? But it also increase the pitta, so disease condition will increase. So you should select in such a dravya, it should reduce the pitta and same time increase the agni, right? Such gunas are tikshne. You should go for madura, snigdha, shita vikarascha. You should select such drug. It should be a madura, snigdha, shita vikara, so it reduce the pitta and increase the agni. So kshira dadi sarpibihi, kshira dadi sarpibihi, this is a line of treatment for attagni basmaka roga. Kshira dadi sarpibihi, right? Then mande, if it is mande katu tikta kashayor vamanascha. See, this is important. So why you go for vamana and sadhya vamana? This is because there will be agni mandya, so they reduce the manda agni. Go with katu tikta kashaya vamana. You can give katu tikta rasa internally, or use katu tikta rasa dravya for the vamana purpose. Okay, so this is line of treatment. Some it is let's to keep it in mind. These are some of the important references concerned to agni. Okay, and this is important. It's also introduction. See, jataro bhagavan agnir annasai pachakaha. So it is jataro bhagavan agnir ishwar. It is given with ishwar. It is compared with ishwara annasya pachakaha. See that Agni is stated that Ishvara, and Agni is in many textbooks is stated that it is an Agni is equal to Homakunda Agni. Right, the external Agni and internal Agni are both same. So there is an saying that in a Homa you will add what all thing you will add. You will add the uh, uh, like Gruta, Havis, Chandana. So you will add. You won't add any rubbish things. Okay, you will add the one which is suitable for the god. See why they will do homa, that keep it in mind. Agni is an a route. Agni is an way, it is an doorway to reach the god. If you are any given to the agni will make the digestion basma, then it will send to the god. Okay, that's why we are doing the homa. So whatever you will do arpana, agni arpana, so agni arpana will directly reach to the god. This is a concept of homa. So here the same thing, whatever you will give to the agni, jadra agni, so this is a one, it will supply to the whole body and it makes whole body nourishment. So how you protect the external homa agni, like an ishwara, and same thing you should maintain inside our agni. See, otherwise, what will happen? See, instead of putting ghee, rice, and all, if you put any rubbish things, you can take any cloth or any rubber, any tire, something should not think also. So, if you are putting inside home, it is mentioned that you will go to the papa, kumbi paka, like there some papas are there. So you will enter the some papa karmas. In the same way, so that is how it is holds good. In the same way, if you are adding gobi manchuri, pani puri, ice creams, this is also a bad thing for the internal agni. You are making the agni dushita. You are making insult for the Ishvara, insulting the agni. So the line of treatment for this insult is prayashchitta. Right? Prayashchitta is considered as one of the synonym for chikitsa. So what is the prayashchitta or chikitsa for this one is upavasa. Right, that's why don't eat anything, keep it for 2 to 3 days, your agni will be proper. So it's a very important quotation, the agni is considered as an ishvara. Okay, how the external home Agni is important, in the same way the internal Agni you need to protect, you need to do the palana. Okay, so this is one more important shloka. Prana apana samanastu sarvatah pavanaistribihi. See, this very very important. Prana apana samanastu sarvatah pavanaistribihi. Mayate palate cha api swaswa gati avastitaihi. So if you want to increase the Agni, or if you want to decrease the Agni, or if you want to maintain the Agni, what all things you need? External things. Say, for example, yata drushtalokhyana, external. If you are burning a candle, what all things needed? If you want to increase the Agni, right? What we people will do, we have to give a proper amount of oxygen. A proper amount of air is needed for the proper blowing of candle or the Bunsen burner, right? If you cut off the vayu, if you cut off the oxygen supply, it will off, right? The Agni will come down, Agni will off. So same thing, how external, in a word, if you want to increase the Agni, see how the village people will do while preparing the food. They will blow to the Agni, right? When they blow in a proper quantity, not like blowing like hell. If you blow in a proper quantity, so the Agni will start igniting, right? In the same way, inside in Jatara, right? That Agni, Grahani, there is Agni. If you want to increase the Agni, here also you need a Vata. Here also you need a Vayu. What are those Vayus? There are three Vayus. That is Prana Vayu, Apana Vayu, and Samana Vayu. If these three are there, it means in a proper way, then only you can expect the proper Agni. Even though the Agni may be proper, but if the patient having the derangement of prana, derangement of apana, derangement of samana vayu, definitely there will be a impairment in Agni. Okay, this you can see the best example. See apana vata. If you don't go for motion for 2 days, keep inside. So what will happen? The uh, the the stool will be there itself in a intestine, so it will does the apana vayu dushti, and you see in the next day you will be not having proper hunger, right? And all will be having this experience. Morning when you go for motion, immediately after passing motion, in half an hour you will feel hunger. I want to take tea or biscuit, something, right? This is when you pass the stool, that time you will get a hunger. It means that there's a direct link between apana vayu and Samanavayu and Pranavayu. Okay, this is very important. When a patient approach you, you should assess these three also along with Agni. Okay, when the patient says, I am constipated, ask next question, how is your Agni? Definitely he will tell, I am not feeling hunger. This is an next question, next, right? So it is all interlinked. So the next look you can see here, Mayate Palate Chapi Swasam. See, Dmayate Palyate. See, what is a Dmayate? Is a commentary you can see here. Yata Brahmasya Agnirvayuho Sahayo Bhavati Tadvat Jataragnisyapi Vayu Sahayatvam Darshayati. If you want to increase the Jataragni, you need a Vayu Sahayatvam. Darshayannaha. It is needed. What all Vayu? Prana ityadihi. Sarvatah Sarvasu Diksha. Anne Sarvata iti Sarvabhyo Vayubhyah ityartah vadanti. See,
Ha, sir.
Dmayate Pranapanabhyam Palate Samasi. Dmayate means the increasing of Agni and the decreasing of Agni is done by Dmayate Prana Apanabhyam. Pranavayu and Apanavayu, these two Vayus are responsible for increasing and decreasing of the Agni. Okay. Palyate Samanena. Samana Vayu helps for the Palana, Poshana, or nourishing the Agni. Okay, these three are very very important. To maintain the Agni, you need three Vayus, that is Pranavayu, Apanavayu, and Samanavayu. It helps for Mayate, Palyate, Chapi, Swaswa, Gati Vaishimya. See, Swaswa, Gatim Avastitaihi. स्वास्वागति अवस्थितैः इति अग्रे वह्निः प्राधानाख्यापानाय केचित् युक्ते अग्निः. See, swaswa karma. See what is and they will do its own karma. The Agni will do its own karma. Prana will do its own karma when these three are interconnected properly. Okay, so when you are assessing the Agni and same time you should also assess the Prana, Apana and Samana. Right? Up to this it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Hello, sir.
yeah, hello.
Sir, as you have said that if the Agni is affected by Vata, it will be Vishamagni, as you have said that, na, sir?
Yeah.
Until now, we have thought that in Ashtanga, the first chapter, we have thought that it is said, na, sir, Tair Bhaved Vishamastikshno Mandasagni Samai Samai, they have said, na, sir?
Yeah, yeah, huh.
We thought if it is Vishamagni, the person will be of Vata Prakriti. If it is, he is of Tikshnagni, he will be of Pitta Prakriti. And Mandagni, he is of Kapha, and Samagni is of Tridoshi, sir.
Yeah, this is how Agni can be correlated, linked to the Prakriti.
Sir.
Yeah, see, this is when you are linking Agni with the Prakriti, this is the right thing. When you are interlinking with the Prakriti. So this is an more habitual for that person. It's not like that. See, if I am a Vataja Prakriti person, so it means I always suffer with Vishamagni.
Sir.
It is not like. It means that he is tend to suffer with Vishamagni more.
Okay, sir.
So
till
he
now we
can.
have thought that it is all about Prakriti. We have thought that, sir.
Yeah, that is actually, this is not about Prakriti. This is when it comes for the treatment purpose. This is different, because if you thought in that way, see, if I see myself, I am a Kafaja Prakriti, so it means that always my Agni will be Manda.
Sir.
Yeah, if my Agni is Manda, it means that I will always suffer with disease. Okay, Mando Agni Sutaramuraha, you people only say, so always I have to suffer with disease. It's not like that. And Kafaja Prakriti person is said as Balavan, and Kapha is said as the Prakrita Kapha is compared with Oja.
Sir.
Right? Kafaja Prakriti person having the more immunity, but according to that quotation, if you compare, what happens? It will be Ulta.
Sir.
Yeah, that's why. So that is what the Prakriti, in which Prakriti, what kind of Agni will be there. It means that is a tend to be that. Vataja Prakriti person, if he is not following properly, means he is tend to become having Vishama Agni more.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is it is not fixed. In this Prakriti, this Agni should be there. It's not like that. So the maintaining Agni is, you have to maintain Samagni by the proper Ahara Krama. Okay, in which Rutu Lagu Ahara you to take, in which Lagu, in which Rutu Guru Ahara you need to take, that need to be balanced. Matra Shiti Adhyaya, that need to be balanced. Okay, otherwise it tend to move on another way. Okay, so that is. So till now you understand what is the types of Agni and how to understand the Agni, what is Vishamagni, what is Samagni, and what is the line of treatment for that. Okay, so how to assess the Agni. To assess the Agni, you should know Agni, and along with that 3 Vayus. Okay, so this is a thing, and now I will show you one. Where it is, share.
Hello, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, is Agni and Pitta interlinked?
Yeah, actually Agni and Pitta are interlinked. See, in some of the concept you can take. See, when you say Acharya Shushruta, he clearly said that Agni is equal to Pitta. He called that Ranjaka Pitta. He won't call Ranjaka Pitta. He called as Ranjaka Agni, Pachaka Agni. He say Agni directly. Okay, and when it comes for the sum of the concept, so as I showed, if I say the Pitta Ruddhi, it means that it should also Agni Ruddhi, right? According to
Yes.
his concept. But whenever there is a Pitta Ruddhi, there will be Agni Mandya. Because see, there will be a Dravarupi Ruddhi of Pitta. When you say the Pitta, you can recite the shloka. Pitta, Sasnigdam, Dravam, right? It is having the Drava quality. Pitta is having the Drava quality. Whenever you see the skin patient approach you, he will be having Pitta Ruddhi. When there is a completely Pitta Ruddhi and you ask him history, he will be having Agni Mandya. How it is ulta, right? The Pitta Agni is both same because both having the same gunas. Pitta and Agni have the same gunas. That's why will many time will correlate, many time will interlink both. But in some of the concept, it is not good. It is not same as it is. Okay, that's why Agni and Pitta you can't take in all the concept same. In some of the concept we can take same.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can see this article. Hello, visible this article?
Sir, visible, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
this is an
Sir.
a very good article published by Dr. Vasant C. Patil. What you are reading Panchakarma book, along with Professor M.S. Baghel. Baghel sir is a teacher for Vasant C. Patil sir. Okay, and Dr. A.B. Takar. Assessment of Agni is a long back, the oldest article, and many people follow this one till. Okay, and it's not that much validated now, but you can consider. So here till now we know that what is Agni, and can anyone say how to assess the Agni? On what base we are assessing Agni?
How much food he takes, sir, and at after how many hours he defecates, or
Ha,
fully it is fully digested, sir.
yeah.
We can go
So
on that, sir.
By Jirna Shakti, sir.
yeah, it is called as Anumana Gamya Bhava. By putting your Anumana Gamya Bhava, you can understand how the Agni. So it says that Abhyavarana Shakti and Jarana Shakti, right? Abhyavarana Shakti and Jarana Shakti, and both are also interlinked. Abhyavarana means how much quantity he is taking. Jarana Shakti means how fast it digests, right? Means Jarana Shakti means Jirana Ahara Lakshana. How will understand? Actually, see, morning you people have an idli, right? Idli or anything, dosa. So how you will understand it is digested now? So I should take next ahara. On what base you will say? Anyone?
He'll be
Body
having
feel lightness.
Yeah, tell one by one. Yeah.
Body feel lightless in the in body,
Huh.
or you feel very relaxed.
Yeah. Then yeah. Tell anyone.
he'll be having hunger, na, sir.
I will be having hunger. See, the thing is
Sir,
that
and after the defecation, sir.
after defecation, that is okay. Good. I told in many class, in many times in a class. See, hunger is not the thing. See, there is
Sir.
a false hunger. Many times, if I see at 1 o'clock, I feel I want to eat. That is not a hunger
Sir.
because I made my body like that. Oh, kasatmya. Right?
Sir.
There are many people that are eating 4 times, and now all are in home. Corona. So the people they are eating 6 times. I got many messages. They are eating because they are in home. They prepare and eat. That is not the thing. So when to eat, this is an shloka you can see here. Madhava Nidana, 6th chapter, 4th one. The shloka is not given here. You can write the shloka. See, Udkara Shuddhi Utsahu, Vego Sarga Etochitaha, and Laguta Kshut Pipasascha Jirna Ahara Lakshanam. I will tell once again, just you can note down or you can record it. Okay. So this is only the meaning is given here. Udkara Shuddhi Utsaho Vego Sarga Etochitaha. Second line Laguta Kshut Pipasascha Jirna Ahara Lakshanam. As a very good quotation given by the Madhava Nidana, 6th chapter, sloka number 4. So you can see here Jirna Ahara Lakshana. See, if you take in morning idli, after digestion, you will get the Udkara Shuddhi, clear belching. You will get a clear belching, and followed by you will get Utsaha. So exactly you will feel this during Snehapana. When you take the Snehapana morning at 7 o'clock, how it start digesting in the same you will get the Utsaha. By evening you will be happy, you will be enthusiastic. Okay, udkara shuddhi utsaha. And vego sarga yatochitaha. Vego sarga yatochitaha means he will pass the motion. When it completely digests huwa na, after that he will pass the motion, he will pass the urine. After that, kshut pipasa, the patient, the individual will get kshut, hunger, pipasa, thirst. This is called as Jirnahara Lakshana. So when you take a morning food, up to these Lakshana, assessment of these Lakshana, you should not take anything. Completely it is contraindicated. Mana hai. You should not take anything, even a glass of tea, a piece of biscuit, chocolate. It is contraindicated because already in amasha it is there. If you add it again and again repeatedly, it won't digest properly. There will be ajirna. See how the mixie will work. Mixer, like your mom will be preparing dosa and all, na mixer, chutney. So when you start preparing the mixture, so you think that is half already mixed, half already become mixture, small powder ho gaya. So then if you want to add one more thing in that only, the mom will scold you because it won't become properly mixture. You will remove that completely and you will take one more fresh rice or fresh chutney preparing. You won't add again and again in that, right? You will fill half and you will do it in the same way. If you, when you take the food inside amashaya, it will start churning it. So should not disturb that one by eating again and again. Small shenga, that chikke, chocolate, so many things. If you add again, it will dump inside the amashaya. Already it is half digested. Again, this will also add. Again, is half digested. One after half an hour, again you will eat gobi manchuri. It is also half digested. See, completely. You just imagine that it is like a dustbin. Half will be digested, half will be undigested, and finally the pilar can will be confused when to open the door. It won't reaching the chylum, what is called a xylem, the that status. It will finally open. Anyhow, we have to open na, when stomach will become full, when stomach is loaded, it will open. So that is ajirana will enter inside the further part, and small intestine absorb the ajirana. That is called as amahara, samarasa, sama rakta, sama mamsa. It causes the Swan disease. Nowadays, the PCOD and irregular menstruation, this is a thing. They will eat all amaja thing and directly affect the samarasa, then rakta. So you can see artha is also affected, then stanna will also affect. It's all interlinked. So how much to take is very much important. So up to we're getting Jirnahara Lakshana, you should not eat next food. That's why in our Acharya said Dvikala Bhojana is very much essential. Okay, we can see here on based on this shloka, the Vasansi Patil sir made this one scoring. All can see this one scoring. I will make,
Yes, sir.
yeah, it is zoomed, right? You can see here absence of all the symptoms. So there are five symptoms are there. Absence of all the symptoms, the score is 0. Presence of one symptom, 1. Presence of two symptom, 2, 3, 3, 4 symptoms, 4. All the five symptoms, 5. Okay, if all the five symptoms are there means he's having Uttama Agni, Uttama Jirna Shakti. Jarana Shakti will be Uttama. The assessment of Jarana Shakti. It's a sign of proper digestion. You can use this while assessing with a patient. Intake of food, Abhyavarana Shakti. The person not at all taking food is considered as 0. Person taking food in less quantity once a day, 1. Less quantity twice a day, 2. Like that. Moderate quantity twice a day, 3. Okay, and normal quantity twice a day, 4. Taking food in excess quantity 2 or 3 times is 5. Okay, so based around this you can give a grade and you can understand the Abhyavarana Shakti and Jarana Shakti, and you can also assess the Ruchi, appetite. Okay, this grading is given, you just note down this one. This is helps a lot while practicing. Okay, you can write the assessment of Agni and Kosta. Okay, special reference to Abhyantara Snehana by Vasansi Patil. Okay, you just take this screenshot, you can search, you will get this article. Okay, this is assessment of how to understand the Dharana and Abhyavarana. Okay. Okay, done. Okay, this is one more Agni Pariksha Patra. This is how used to assess in during UG and PG time. So this you can use assessment of Agni by name and all. You can fill Kshut, Jarana Shakti, Agni Vinishchaya, Koshta Pariksha. Okay, if you need, I will make you WhatsApp. Okay, this you can use while taking history with the patient. Okay, Agni Kosha Sara Pariksha. You can utilize this one. Okay, so next comes, and what is an importance of Agni? What is an importance of Agni with respect to Panchakarma? Right. So this is an basics things we learned up to now. How to assess the Agni, how to understand the Agni. Okay. So the main thing is what is the importance of Agni? As you all know that the Agni is the main thing to practice Shamanaushadhi, to practice Shodhana, or to practice Rasayana. Whatever you want to practice, there should be a Agni. Okay. So this one more the thing I want to explain you. See, whenever the thing just now I said, uh, if you want to offer something to God, Ishvara, or the God Keshava, right? Vishnu. And what we'll do, we'll make a homa and we'll offer, or we'll make a Agni Hotra homa and we'll offer to the Agni, and that will directly reach to the God. In the same way, if you offer anything to the Sharira, it should be through the media of Agni. Without Agni, you can't nourish the body. For example, if I am eating something, it will goes to the Jatragni will digest it, then it will supply to the other Agni and other Dhatu and all, right? So if I am applying Abhyanga, if I am applying Parisheka or Lepa, how it acts then?
Rajaka Pitta in the skin acts.
Brajaka Pitta in screen. Very good. So what I want to say is, if you do any treatment in Ayurveda, it should be in presence of Agni. If I giving orally, it will be digested by the Jatragni. Okay. If you are giving on the skin, so the Brajaka Pitta. Brajaka Pitta will digest the Virya of medicine, then that Virya will enters the Tiryagata Dhamanis, then from Tiryagata Dhamanis to Hrudaya, from Hrudaya to Sarva Sharira, it will go. Okay, so in the same way, and when you are giving Nasya, the same Agni concept will come. So that's why the Nasya is contraindicated in Agni mind the person. And when you are giving Basti, Agni comes the role of Agni, right? Even the Basti is contraindicated in Ajirna person, right? So the Agni is having more important. When it comes for importance of Agni in Snehapana, see, before without understanding the Agni, you can't practice the Sneha. See, that's why the Agni Pariksha before Snehapana is well established. As Soleha was saying, that's why we'll go for the Pachana first. Okay, then Deepana will make the Agni ignite. Will reduce the Ama, will burn the Ama by Pachana Dravyas. Then by giving Deepana Dravyas, will make the Agni Deepana. Okay, then we'll go for the Snehana. And according to the Agni Tikshnata, will choose the Matra of the Sneha. Okay, if it is Prabhuta Matra of Agni, will go for more quantity of Sneha. If it is less, we'll go for less quantity of Sneha. Okay, the Rusiyasi Matra is said just one phala according to Dhallanacharya. It says one phala of quantity. So 48 ml, and we used to give 30 ml. Okay, first dose Rusiyasi Matra will be 30 ml. Is not the common in all the patient. You can start first dose of Snehapana with 50 ml, as said by Acharya Dallana, one phala 48 ml. So it all depends upon the Agni Bala. Okay, so before Snehapana, Agni is must and should. Okay, and the same time when comes for this this one Svedana procedure. Even for also Svedana. The Svedana also the Agni having a more relation with the Svedana. By Svedana you can expect the Agni Ruddhi. When you are sitting inside the Bhasvasveda, you can feel the Agni Ruddhi. Immediately after Bhasvasveda, you feel need to eat something. Okay. Svedana and Agni having the direct link. Okay. Then next one is Vamana. What is the importance of Agni in Vamana? Okay, so as a Purva karma, the Snehana, and during Pradhana karma, Agni plays a very important role. See, that's why hello, listening?
Yes.
Yeah. So, we are conducting Vamana in early morning in Kapha Kosta, okay, and we are conducting Virechana in Pitta Kala. That is a more important thing to distinguish what is the importance of Agni. So when you are conducting Vamana, the Kleda Bhava will be more in Amashaya. That time Tishna Agni is not the result there. We should not have Tishna Agni. Okay, we should have an Kapha Utklesha Bhavas and we should have an Kledata in Amashaya. That's why the day before yesterday we'll go for the Kapha Utklesha Ahara. On the day of Vamana, we'll call him for early morning. Okay, so in that time, the Kleda Bhava in Amasha will be in higher side and Agni will be a normal. How to maintain the Agni normal. Tishna Agni will hamper the Vamana. It digests the Vamana Ushadi and it makes the Virechana. Okay, that's why that one should keep it in mind during Kapha Utkleshkarahara. We should advise only the Kapha Utkleshkarahara, but no other things. Right? So the here also it plays a very important role, Agni role. You should maintain the Agni in normal stage. If it is become little more Tikshna Agni, so the given Vamana Aushadhi will digest immediately and the person start going for loose stool, Virechana. Ado pravrutti will happen. Okay, that's why. So you have to maintain the proper Agni. Kafol Bana, there should be a Kafol Bana. Kafa should be more, Utklesha of Kafa should be there. Okay, and when it comes for the virechana, the importance of virechana, so we will do virechana in pitta kala because here the role of agni is more. So agni starts its function during pitta kala properly, and we know that some of the acharya, some of the means only the acharya Shushruta said how we will go for the kapha utkleshana one day in the same time, the same thing in virechana go for 3 days of pitta utkleshana. There he mentioned that Acharya Shushruta, he mentioned that Dallana commented that before Virechana, Pitta Utkleshana Hara should be given. So, if by listening that only the commentary, if they start giving the Pitta Utkleshkara Hara, like all Pittakara, like Tikshna, Chitraka, and all such things, if you start giving, see what will happen, there will be a Pitta Prakopa. There will be Pitta Prakopa and Agni will also increase. So in that condition, if you given the Virechana medicine, already patient having the Agni Vruddhi, what will happen? So the given medicine will digest immediately. Basmi Bhutasya. It says Basmi is completely digest off. So there will be a no Vega at all. Okay. So the before Virechana, you should maintain proper Agni. There should be a Sama Agni how to maintain. So that's why 3 days is given. There should not be a Kapha Utklesha. There should not be a Pitta Utklesha also. Is mentioned that Alpa Kapha, Manda Kaphastu Samyak Virechate is mentioned. You should maintain the Manda Kapha. Okay, the Vamana Virechana is both based around the Kapha. If it is Vamana, Utklishta Kapha. If it is Virechana, Manda Kapha. That's why Manda Kaphastu Samyak. See, Kapha Aruddhikarer Virechaha. Shloka number 9. Kapha Aruddir Karair Virachya means Kapha Aruddir Karair Rasayushascha Bojaitam iti Sheshaha. If you want to do the Virachana, there should be a Kapha Aruddhikara. There should not be a Kapha Ruddhi. The Manda Kapha is mentioned. If you are doing Vamana, there should be a Kapha Utklesha. right? So here also in Virechana, blindly by listening to some of the lecturing or by some of the English commentary, if you see there is a clearly mentioned Pitta Utklesha. If you start giving the Pittakara Ahara during 3 days, definitely there will be Agni Ruddhi. So the given Trirutleha or any the Virechana Dravya will digest immediately and patient will not have any Vegas. So that's why the Agni Bala is very important even for the Virechana. Okay, the Samagni, how to maintain the Samagni. Okay, in Pitta, some contest said that Pitta Utkleshana Ahara means you should go for Phalamla. Like we'll advise for the patient, go for Dadima Phala. Okay, that is then importance of Agni in Basti. This is also very much important. As I said previously, Antarapana is a very good concept. It's a maximum times asked in Vayavas and PG, TPG. This one, Antarapana is if the patient having the Agni Mandya, in that condition, you should not give the Basti. So before that, you should go for Yosha, Trikatu Prayoga or Pipali Prayoga. You have to ignite the Agni properly, then you can go for the administration of Basti. This is a concept. In Agni Mandya, you can't practice the Basti. Okay, then the question arises that is it what we are giving Bastina, is it reaching up to the Grahani? Because the Agni in Grahani, right? Agni is in Grahani, so we are giving Basti, it will be in the rectum, right? How the Agni will digest the Basti? Any idea?
Sir, as they have told for Anuvasana and Niruha, for if it is of little quantity, that is Anuvasana Vastina, sir.
Huh.
You should take food that before the Grahani, sir, it will be closed.
Yeah, before Grahani it will
That way they have
close.
said, no, sir.
No, because the Agni is in Grahani, right? Agni is in Grahani, that is clear. And what we are giving Basti, is it reaching up to Agni, up to Grahani, means duodenum?
No, sir.
Yeah, then how the Agni works here? Then why the in Agni Manda condition the Basti is contraindicated?
Sir, as I have told one simile while explaining Charaka, you might have said, sir, the simile
Yeah.
that if the fire is burning around that, whatever the water is there, it will observe that.
All should read from Grahani Adhyaya. Okay, today we will refer the Grahani Adhyaya. So it says that if I am holding the candle in my hand, if I am holding the Bunsen burner in my hand, so where is the Agni? Agni will be upper side, right? So and uh, you can see my video. All can see. Yeah. See here, if it is an candle, if I am keeping a candle in my hand, the Agni will be here, right? Upper side. So you can feel the Ushnata at the upper side, Agni, right? There will be a Agni here. So at the same time, if you're keeping this candle inside the hand and in hand also you feel the heat, right? The temperature, it would not be the same as the upper side. Maybe upper side is 100 degrees Celsius and down it may be a 20 degrees Celsius. Is it right? Yeah. So
Yes,
even
sir.
yeah, that Agni is called as Shoshamanya Vanhi. That all you should keep it in mind, is called as Shoshamanya Vanhi. That is a clear reference is given from Chikistasthana Grahani Adhyaya. What is Shoshamanya Agni? The name only it suggests Shoshana Vanhi. So if the Agni is normal at Grahani region, if Agni is normal, so the Shoshamanya Agni, this is due to because of this Agni. This will also normal. And this Shoshamanya Vanhi, it is having capacity to absorb Shoshana. It does the Shoshana. If the Agni which is present in a Grahani, if it is Manda, if it is Mandya, and the same thing that the down inside the Shoshamanya Vanhi also the reduced. So it won't does the Shoshana Karma. So to absorb Basti also, the Agni is very much important, right? So that's why this here in intestine the Shoshamani Havani works. This keep it in mind. I told last year again, you forgotten. Keep it in mind is a very good concept. How the Basti acts is acts because of the Shoshamanya Vanhi. It absorbs the Basti given Basti by the Shoshamanya Vanhi. Okay, so here also the Agni plays a very much important. If the Chadragni is Mandya, if you given the Agni, simply it will go inside and it will come along with the stool. It will does only the Mala Shodhana, but first Agni. And not only in Panchakarma, you go for Kaya Chikitsa also. For prescribing Shamana Aushadhi, we need Agni. This also I told two times in a class. See how to treat the Agni Chikitsa. See, whenever there's a completely Agni Mandya, what I said, or the line of treatment for completely Agni Mandya?
Langana, sir.
Langana, yes, keep it in mind, is Langana. See, there Agni Mandya can be divided in three ways: completely Agni Mandya, in Madhyama Agni Mandya, and little bit Agni Mandya. See, the completely Agni Mandya means what happens that the given medicine will also won't digest. See, the patient is completely Agni since 1 week. He not at all feeling to eat. Gauravata is there. If I give Chitrakadivati, even the patient will not able to digest the Chitrakadivati also. That is the status of his Agni. So don't give anything. Just practice Adravya Bhuta Chikitsa. Just practice the Upavasa Rupi Langana. Atapasevana. Just that is very much essential. So after upavasa, the ama will reduce, and then the patient, if patient having the madhyama agni mandya, go for shamana aushadhis like chitrakadivati, pipali, mula, cheva, panchakula. That you can practice. Okay, so like that, the treating agni, it is also the based on this one. Even for before administration of shamana aushadhis, also you have to look after the agni. And when it comes for the rasayana, even for the rasayana, the name itself says rasa ayana. Here ayana should be clear. Then only you will get a rasana effect. To make the ayana clean, to make the shrotas clean, we are going vamana or virechana or panchakarma. Na vishuddha sharirasya yukto rasayano vidhi na bhati vasasi klishta ranga yoga yuvaihi. Right? So before rasayana and vachikarna, we go for panchakarma. We clean it. Then we will increase the agni. After increasing the agni, all the shotas will be opened. All the channels will be cleared. Then we are practicing the rasayana and vajikarana. Right? Even see, go for any category of treatment. There the agni you need to.
Sir,
Ha,
sir, in Langana,
yeah.
we always give the Ushnodaka.
Ushnodaka, right? Yeah.
So in Langan, we have to not give anything food particles, no? Only
Yeah, right.
Ushnodaka.
Yeah,
Sir, then
right.
how it acts, can I get information? How
Means how the
Ushnodaka?
Ushnodaka will help.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, many types of Ushnodaka. Like three types of Ushnodaka is mentioned. 1/4 quantity if you reduce is Vatahara and Agni
Hmm.
Ruddhi. If it is half reduced is Pittahara. Like that, different category of Ushnodaka is mentioned. And even though if you are drinking Ushnodaka, the quantity here very important. In Upavasa, we say Ushnodaka because Ushnodaka having the capacity, Ushna guna, and
Hmm.
when you boil the water, the ama of water will reduce. For the amaja water and niramaja water, when you boil the water, you have to boil completely. It's not like that. Boiling water, just increasing temperature is different and boiling is different. When you boil it,
Hmm.
that's ama is reduced. So that is
Hmm.
niramajala. That Nirama Jala definitely helps in increasing Agni. That Niramaja Jala also should be in, while drinking, it should be a hot. It should be a warm in nature. It's not like cold. It should be a warm in quantity, so quality. And same time the pramana also very much important. Here, if I say to drink Ushna Jala, it should be a Ushna, but it should not be more than prescribed quantity. If you are drinking same Ushna Jala for 10 liters, is it will increase the Agni?
No.
No, it never, because the simile I will say here, if the Agni is burning,
Yes.
okay, if I pour water, definitely it will reduce the Agni, even though if you are pouring the hot water,
Yes, sir.
yeah, it may be
Yes.
hot water, but the water, it won't leave its guna karma. That's why
Mm.
Ati Jalapana is contraindicated in many of the disease. Go for the Jalodara, Atipana is contraindicated. Go for Pratishaya, Atipana is contraindicated because Atipana, it causes the Agnimandya. So, when you are going the Upavasa Rupi Langana, so there, if the patient wants to drink the water, go for the Ushna Jala, that is Nirama Ushna Jala. It should be boiled properly.
Okay.
Okay, when you boil the properly, boiled water will digest immediately. So the Niramaja Ushna Jala will digest immediately. That is also in a proper quantity. When the patient feels trishna, give that time. So that will be a very much essential. That helps. Other than that, simply drinking boiled cold water, it won't help.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Thank you.
yeah, yeah. Any doubts? No doubts? Yeah, if you have time, so can I take another 10-15 minutes? This is a very much
Yes,
important
sir.
one. Yeah, this is this shloka from Charaka Samhita, Chikitsa Sthana Grahani Dosha Chikitsa. So how to treat the Agni? Grahani Chikitsa means treating Agni itself is mentioned. So how to treat the Agni? So for UG persons, it may feel it is a more, but you keep it in mind, right? You are in final year, so next year you will become a good doctor. You have to start treating. So okay, as Pooja, you asked this question that ati sneha tu mandagno churna arishta asava churna arishta asava hitaha. See, if there is a agni mind by sneha, ati sneha. Okay, if you see that the agni is more, so if I will give ati sneha, more sneha and all, so there may be chance of agni mandya in there also. If the agni mandya occurs because of ati sneha, the line of treatment is churna arishta and asava. So in that condition you can give churna arishta asava, that ati sneha will come down and it will ignite the agni. Okay, and second one, binne guda upalepe pantu male taila surasuraha. So if there is a agnimandya by binna guda and upalepana of guda, upalepa of mala, so if there is agnimandya, in such cases treat that agnimandya by giving taila sura and asavaha. Okay, next, udavartatu mande agnau niruhaha sneha basteyaha. If the Agnimanda is there, the reason for that is Udavarta. What is Udavarta? Upward movement of Vayu. Upward movement of Apana Vayu, upward movement of Samana Vayu, upward movement of further all the Vayus is called as Udavarta. So there the line of treatment is treat with Niruha and Sneha Basti. So it does the Vatanulomana and there will be a proper Agni. Right? That I said previously, to maintain Agni we need Pranavayu, Samanavayu, and Apanavayu. See here in Udavarta, Apanavayu, there is a derangement, and Samanavayu will be moving upward. Okay, so in that condition, there will be Agnimanda. So that need to treated with Niruha Basti and Sneha Basti. What it does though, the two things it does the Vata Nulomana. It corrects the Apanavayu. Right? Next, Dosharudyatu mande agno. If the mandagni, what is the reason for mandagni here? Dosharuddhi. Dosharudyatu mando agno shuddho doshavidim charet. So in that condition, go with the shodhana. This is the importance of panchakarma. See, if there is a in these three conditions, what you learned, there is an agni mandya, but there is agniman. There is no involvement of more doshas. There is involvement of little doshas, though they are treating with just shamana aushadis. Right? See, there is an ati sneha. You add churna. Churna is having hygroscopic nature, right? When something applied oil on your hand, you just apply just churna or the sand, right? Mud. What does in village people, if hand is oily, they will apply little mud and they will wash. That oil will come outside because the hygroscopic nature of the sand. In same way, churna arishta asava, like that. See here, dosha rudya, the agniman is because of dosha ruddhi. So here, in this condition, the agni will ignite only after removal of dosha rudya, otherwise it won't ignite. Dosha rudya मंदो अग्नो शुद्धो दोषविधिं चरेत. Okay. Next, vyadiyuktasya mandetu sarpire agni deepanam. If there is a mandagni because of vyadi yukta mandagni, so treat with the sarpi. Okay. This is one more very important concept. Upavasascha mande agno yavagubihi pibet grutam. See, the month you do upvasa and by evening you will be hunger and you will ready to eat like anything. From morning I taken nothing, zero. So by evening, whatever you not eaten morning, na tiffin, afternoon, lunch, all the thing, night dinner, the three will be eating in only one time, right? That will do. That is a wrong concept. Upavasascha mandagno, because of upavasa there will be a mandagni that need to be tackled by taken yavagu by pibet grutam. Okay, you should leave the upavasa by starting with yavagu. It's not like that I did a whole day upavasa, so I will take heavy food. I will take paisa, I will take holige, something that and even I, that the same thing I will talk with that roja, during roja time. Okay. What the people will do, they will be hunger, they won't drink even water, and by evening what you will do, they will ready to eat the chicken, guru ahara. So since morning they will be completely fasting and night they will take completely heavy food. So it causes the many of agni mandya and agni related things. That's why you see the many of the people suffer with piles, fistula, and skin disease is more common with the this one Muslim categories. That is the reason. Okay. Next, anna avapiritam balyam deepanam brahmanam cha. Okay. So if agni because of anna give deepana, drugs, and dirghakala prasangatu kshama kshina krushannaran prasahanam. See, if the agni and if it is dirghakala agni, so the person will be having the kshama kshina krusha agni, he won't add anything. So he will become kshama, look like a that shatakshina person, tuberculosis person, thin, very thin. So to him you give prasahanam rasehi samlair bhojayitam pishitashanam, give mamsahara prasaha. Okay, give mamsahara, you can go for even jangala mamsa also is indicated. Okay, by adding little amla. Okay, you can advise. Then lagu tikshna ushna shodayitvat deepayatashu te analam mamsopachitam mamsatvat atha ashutara brahmanam. This is very important. So in such case you can use mamsa upachita mamsatvat. What is that? Anyone heard? Mamsopachita mamsatvat means? Anyone?
Carnivorous animals.
Yeah.
Carnivorous animals.
Huh?
Meat
Yes.
of meat
Yes.
of skull.
Yeah, carnivorous. See, you have to eat the mamsa. animal, that animal is an carnivore, that eating mamsa of an animal which is habituated to eat the mamsa, like tiger. Okay, if you advise to eat tiger mamsa, it is ashutara brahmana. It's immediately he will become brahmana, ashutara brahmana. Okay, so nowadays is very tough to get such animals, na, tiger and all. So you will get a dog, bobo biryani, that you can practice. Okay.